Listen, it's 11:50 in the evening. I'm editing the video. I recorded outside. I want you to know, listen, I need you to smash that button on YouTube and follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I promise you're going to enjoy it. This episode was a phenomenal episode. The entire day I focused on earning everywhere. So you're going to learn something here in just a moment. So stay tuned and share this channel. Let other people know that it's available. It's fantastic stuff. Nobody's giving you information like this in reality. All right? So stay tuned to this. Hey guys, Clark here again. It's the end of the day. It's evening. You can see how dark it is outside. I have a light on. And this is one of my studio lights. I'll come out here and talk to you just for a little bit. Tell you what I did today. Let me get this thing set up right here on my car. This little car right here has been such a blessing. Very simple Kia. It's a Kia Soul. It is, look at that. Got planks we're gonna throw away, take to the trash. Let me get this set right here. And we'll have this little conversation. I want a Batman effect. So, this morning, I told you that I was going to go out and film something that you can do no matter where you are and to be able to earn everywhere. And you know, the advent of the cell phone and what we have with the cell phone. I've had a cell phone since I was, when I first started in business, 1985. I actually adopted a cell phone that was made available to a person that was going to help build TV stations with us, but he moved on and I was left with the task of building the station. Had a TV, had a cell phone in a bag with a cable, weighed about, 9 pounds, 10 pounds. But now the cell phones are these little handy devices that are actually portable computers, and you're able to do a lot of stuff. There really isn't anything you cannot do with a cell phone today. Everything's done on the cell phone. You can do business, you can work, you can communicate with your friends, your family, you can play games on the cell phone. But what I wanted to show is there's no reason to be left in the dark without any income in today's environment. The cell phone has multiple app businesses. It's basically an app economy that allows us to be able to create a wealth or an income through various applications. Today, I'm going to show you through some screenshots. I had posted several things for sale, one of which was a racing seat that my son had. It didn't cost him anything. I put that up for sale for $200. I found a buyer for it for $100. When he came to pick it up, my son was not available, so my wife went ahead and made herself available, and the gentleman offered $60, and she took it, which right for her, take whatever, $60 clear in profit. Then driving on one of these apps, one of the businesses that we did on one of the apps today, I made $180. On another app, I believe the total was about almost $30. Wasn't a lot of money. I could be mistaken, but I think it was about $29 or whatever. And so total ticket is 180 plus 29, let's call it 30. So that's 210 plus the 60, that's 270 in a day on apps. On 3 apps. Let me tell you what the 3 apps are. Where did I make the $270 made off of 3 apps in one day? One of them was Facebook Marketplace. You can list things. I have other things for sale on Facebook Marketplace. The second app is Lyft. Lyft is a driver's app that you drive people around. A lot of businessmen, women, people getting around town. And just driving, having good conversations, not a big deal. And then the third app is Uber. Now you've heard of Uber and Lyft. Uber in this market is probably the strongest of all the drive apps. So I did $180, and this was a slow day. Actually, I did more than that because I did another, I think, a little over $30 in cash that was left as tips. So if I did $30, I'm at $300 in income in one day just on 3 applications. Now that's just one sector. On top of that, between the rides, so we're talking about probably, I was out maybe 10 hours driving around, 10 hours doing this business, a 10-hour day, which is typical. If you're gonna do 8-hour day, you spend about 40 minutes in commute to and fro. And so you plus your breaks, you're probably at about 11 hours a day dedicated to your work. And a lot of people don't know that. It's not 8 hours of work. Just because you punch it, clock at 8 o'clock in the morning doesn't mean that you started working at 8 o'clock in the morning. You started working at 6 o'clock in the morning in many cases. So from 6 o'clock in the morning to when you got home, probably after traffic, if you punched out at 5 o'clock, you're probably about 6 o'clock. So it's about 12 hours of work the average person actually puts. And the app market's different. I actually started at 10. I finished at I started at 10, finished around 8 o'clock, and then the last hour and a half were meetings, phone calls. There was also breaks in between. Let me tell you what I did. So within the time that I was gone, let's call it 11 hours. I was out of the house. 11 hours. I did $300 off of the applications. I did 2 presentations for my company, Ortiz Media Group. I did 2 presentations for that. I had a board meeting with our television network and everybody that was in there and potential investors. All within the past, let's call it 10 to 12 hours. All of this was done on my phone, my little cell phone. So my cell phone, through 3 applications, 2 presentations, and a conference call, not to mention things that I'm probably not even remembering right now. Such a great day. What a wonderful day. And so $300 hard cash, 2 presentations. Each one of those presentations are about $3,000 a piece. If I close on the deal, if I close one, it's $3,000. And then of course the television network board that we met with and potential investors, there's no telling what that's going to be. We're in the middle of a $5 million cap raise. So all that in one day. One day. Now I work all the time. I just don't work once. I don't work 10 hours. I'm working right now producing this video and content for you, plus the different videos that I shared with you. But the point that I'm wanting to make today was about earning everywhere. You can earn everywhere. There is not a reason why somebody should be sitting on the corner with a cardboard box saying, please help me out, give me some money. There's no reason why there's a long line at the unemployment office. There's no reason why you're not able to take care of the responsibility of your ex-wife or children or ex-husband and children. There's no reason why you cannot pay your bills. There's no reason why you cannot survive and put food on the table. There's no reason why you can't pay your utilities. Today's environment, there's no reason. It might be maybe your needs changed. Maybe you started off with a higher income and now you don't make the income, so you got to downsize. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shouldn't have any pride in that area. You just do what you have to do. So if I'm able just to do this, just to show you, make $300 driving around, taking 2 presentations, a board call, selling products on an app, plus other things that I've done that I'm sure I forgot that I did, all from my hand cell phone. I want you to think about that for a minute. What do you do with your cell phone? You play, you get on Facebook and you message back and forth, you argue politics. I like arguing politics. You minister, get involved in ministry. I love doing that. You message each other, you talk to your family, you coordinate your day. So many things are done with that cell phone. I want you to think about the cost of the cell phone. Today's the cell phone's about $1,000, actually $1,300, but they give you discounts. Some of you may get them for about $700. But after you work in all the different prices and expenses and the financing and the insurance, so you're probably about $1,200 for that cell phone. That's an expensive piece of equipment. That's not a toy. It's not just a device for you to make phone calls. It is a portal to earning. You can earn anywhere and everywhere with that device in your hand. That is the most valuable tool that you have, is that cell phone. You don't even need a car. Like I said, you can call Uber. I started off as an Uber passenger. You can call Uber and get around, have someone come pick you up and take you wherever you need to go with that cell phone. You can order pizza. You can order on Amazon. You can, and I haven't even talked about what I'm doing on Amazon with my Amazon store, and I haven't even talked about any of that, but all of it's being done through that little cell phone. You need to release the power of that cell phone. One of the reasons why I'm telling you this is because not just that you need resources to be able to pay your bills, but one that, as I've been involved in building the kingdom, your church and your pastor needs resources. And if you believe the scriptures, and the scripture says you give tithes and offerings, you're a supporter of the kingdom. So the more money you make, the more money can go into the kingdom, because it's all based on giving in percentages. So the more money you make, your percentage stays the same, but the amount of the percentage continues to grow. 10% of 1,000 versus 10% of 10,000 is two different numbers. So the more money you make, that 10% is even bigger. The ministry is going to be able to be benefited. But you have to be able to be committed to being able to do these things. So there's no reason why you're without. I want to challenge you. Look at your phone a little differently and do what you need to do with that phone. And recognize that there's so much more that you can do, and you could be, and you can earn everywhere. I went to South Padre Island several months back. I turned on my app, the Uber app, just to see what I can do, and I did about $190 in 5 hours. 190 at the beach. I mean, it's amazing. It's for some of y'all that are very prideful, you have a problem with that. Pride's always going to keep you broke. Money's money. Bills always come. Needs are always there to be met, and whatever it takes, that's what you need to do. W-I-T. Remember that WIT. W-I-T. Whatever it takes. That's the attitude you have to have. All right? Well, listen, it's a long day. I'm going to get in the house. I'm not done with my day. Let me tell you what I'm going to do now after I get off of this. I'm going to go on another app called Upwork, and I'm going to communicate with an employee that is working on a project of ours for a company. And I'm going to pay him. Got to pay him a little under $550 for his services and all this on the app. I've never met this man in my life. He's been working for me for over a year. He's a code writer and does things for me, one of those that help me. And he's an employee, and I hired him through the app. I pay him through the app. And just wait till you see what we're building for an app on the phone. Phenomenal stuff. Well, that reminds me, I got to change a battery in my security inside the garage. Well, I'm outside in my driveway, gonna bid you good night. I hope you enjoyed this day, and I want to encourage you in all you're getting, go get some understanding.